guys, so today we're going to be talking about drugstore starter kits, and I think having a good starter kit is really important because let me tell you, a drugstore can be really overwhelming for those that don't know what they need or don't know what they should buy. And I've been in that situation where I was like, oh my gosh, where do I start? But honestly, the drugstore is the best place to start. Now, I'm really picky when it comes to even drugstore makeup. I mean, high-end makeup, even worse. I don't want to just buy something that just is going to sit in my collection and never get used because it's just something I bought off a whim or I didn't know if it worked. I'm just really picky. You guys know that I love the drugstore. I mean, every time I go into Rite Aid or CVS or Walgreens, it's just where I go. I could be with anybody and I'm like, okay, I'll see you later. I'm gonna be in the makeup department. And it's just one of those things I can't help myself. And I always leave with something. I'm just gonna kind of go in the order that I would put my makeup on to keep things going smoothly. Okay, so let's get started. So starting off with primers, I'm very picky when it comes to primers because I have very sensitive skin and nobody wants to break out. The first primer that I've had some really good luck with is this L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. And this runs about $9.99 at the drugstore. And I love this because it gives your face this pretty glow from within. And it's just nice. There is no sunscreen in here or anything, and it seems to really do a good job covering my pores. This is not silicone based. Now, it doesn't say that it's oil free, but it has been doing good on my skin. So I do recommend that, especially because I have pretty sensitive skin, so I would be able to tell a difference if my skin didn't like it. The L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur, this is the oil-free one. Now, I decided to try this out because that Magic Lumi was treating me so well. This is a silicone-based product, which kind of scared me because in the past, I would get clogged pores from silicone, but so far, so good. And I really do notice a difference in my skin. It does fill my pores. It does fill my fine lines. I'm sure I have some. I mean, I don't have like crazy wrinkles yet, but I'm sure maybe one day I will. This does run about $25. This does not have SPF in it. The other one does have SPF in it, but I heard it's a little bit on the greasy side. I've never tried it, so I'm really happy with this. So moving on to foundation, I do have oily skin, but the foundations that I have here can be worn, you know, if you have dry skin or a combo skin as well. So the first one I've really been loving is the Covergirl 3-in-1 Outlast foundation. It does have an SPF of 20, so that's good too if you like sunscreen in your foundations. So this keeps me shine free for about 6 to 8 hours. So it says that this is supposed to be a primer, concealer, and foundation all in one, but I still use a primer and I still use a concealer, but it does give really good coverage, and this runs about $12 at the drugstore. Now, the next foundation that I really love is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. Now, this is more of a light coverage foundation. It is buildable, but it's not anything like crazy, you know, covering up blemishes without concealer. Like, it's not going to do that. Now, this will keep me shine free probably for about 6 hours. This runs around $10, $12 just depending on where you get it, but I really do like this. Now, if you're somebody that does not want to start off with foundation whatsoever, the Garnier BB Cream is wonderful. It has a really good consistency. I want to say it's light coverage, but honestly, in my opinion, it's like a light to medium coverage, especially if you set it with a powder. So this does have SPF of 20 in it as well. This is going to run you around $13 at the drugstore. Will give me probably about 6 to 8 hours shine free. It's really good, I must say, especially because this is not supposed to be a foundation, but it still works really good, and you get a lot in here, so that's a bonus. Now, the powder that I have on today is Physicians Formula's Mineral Wear, but the Airbrush finish one. Now, they do have quite a few different powders, but this is by far my favorite, and this runs about $13.99 at the drugstore. It's wonderful coverage. You can wear it by itself, and I want to say that even by itself, it's amazing coverage. So I do really recommend this one. The Maybelline Dream Matte Powder is really good. It keeps me matte, but it's not overly matte, so that's nice. And this one runs around $7, so it's pretty good. Moving on to bronzer, I'm a big drugstore fan of bronzers, but this is probably by far my favorite one. This is by NYX, and this is their matte bronzer, and this is in the medium shade. They do have 3, but the first and the last one kind of have a red tone to it. It's kind of weird. I don't really like it. I feel like it's not bronzer quality. The medium one is really good, so I do recommend that, and this is about $5.99. Physicians Formula, once again, has amazing bronzers and blushes. I love their stuff. It's a 2-in-1. This one's actually the Bronze Rose, and this is the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting 2-in-1 bronzer and blush. More of like a contouring bronzer, so if you're more on the pale side, you can really get away with that. And then this blush is just so pretty. I just kind of swirl my brush in it and put it on, and it's just such a great combination. By far my most favorite drugstore blushes that I've ever come across is the Milani Baked Blushes. Now this is my favorite color in the Rose d'Oro. I think this is like $4.99. It's so worth the price. Such a gorgeous color. You cannot go wrong with this shade. I mean, I've done every look and use this blush, and it's always been perfect. So I love this one. Now moving on to eyes, eyebrows, and all that good stuff. I love this e.l.f. eyebrow kit in Light. I talked about this in my December favorites, especially because I've been trying to grow out my brows a little bit, and it does take some time, but it makes my brows look so much more natural than using a pencil. And it comes with a brow gel and a brow powder, but the powder is just my favorite. I don't really use this. I mean, you can, but I don't find that I need it. And for $3, it's just unbeatable. Okay, eyeshadow. Oh man, now this is a very difficult one because sometimes you'll get stuck with good ones and sometimes you'll get stuck with horrible ones. By far, my favorite eyeshadows have to be the Rimmel little quads, and this one is actually in the Smokey Brun. But I have used the other quads and they're all awesome. I don't know what it is, but they seem to do really well. They blend good, the quality is great, they're really nicely pigmented, and these are all like $4, so that's really good. So Physicians Formula also has some amazing eyeshadows. I highly recommend, especially this trio. This is my favorite one. I'm wearing this today. This is in the Baked Oatmeal, and it's just so pretty. The colors just all blend so nicely, and it's natural looking. It's not too over the top. If you do want to hit the mother load and get this amazing palette by e.l.f., they're all great shadows. I've come up with so many looks using this, and it was only $5. So do go and get that if this is something you are interested in. Okay, let's talk eyeliner. So if you're looking for a really good waterline eyeliner, I do recommend this Jane waterproof liner in black. It lasts a lot longer than any other eyeliner, Kohl, whatever, that I've used in the past, and this is only about $6. If you do want to start off by winging out your liner, a really good one to learn with is the L'Oreal Carbon Black Liner Intense, and it has a pretty good little wand at the end. It's pretty forgiving, so if you are a newbie, it's a really good one to start off using. I'm a big drugstore mascara fanatic because I wear lashes on the daily, and I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a really high-end mascara. Now I keep going back to this L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. The formula is pretty good on this one. It does lengthen, it separates, it doesn't give me spider lashes, so that's important. Now, if you don't really care for volumizing or anything, you just want a simple mascara, the Covergirl Clump Crusher Mascara is perfect. Now, this will separate your lashes, so this is perfect for beginners. Under eye concealer might not be a big thing for beginners, but I think it's really important to use one. Now, I'm going to recommend this Maybelline Dream Lumi Highlighting Concealer. This does give you that highlighting concealer kind of look, so it's kind of like hurting two birds with one stone. I don't want to say kill because that's kind of mean. Another concealer I recommend is the NYX HD Concealer. It has a good formula, good consistency. It will cover up any under eye circles. I mean, it gets the job done. It is more of a full coverage concealer, but I do love it because it does not crease. So it's really good for that. Lip liner is huge for me. I just have to use lip liner all the time. I really recommend NYX's lip liners. They are about, what, like $4 or something like that, and they have so many shades to choose from. This has been my favorite lately. This is the color Ever. It's a really good liner to start off with. So I've tried a lot of lipsticks from the drugstores. Now if you don't want to start with a lipstick, I do recommend the Revlon Color Burst Lacquer Balm. It's a great place to start. For about like $6 or so. It's pretty much like a crayon. You just simply apply it and you're done. I think this Wet n Wild Fergie Daily Lipstick is an awesome nude shade. For $2.99, this beats any lipstick. I must say, this is so comparable to my MAC lipsticks, and I seem to even wear this more than my MAC lipsticks. And yeah, I picked up several of these myself, so this is a really good shade. So if you do want to go for more of a pinky lip, I do recommend this Maybelline Make Me Pink lipstick. I have it on today, and it's just really, really pretty. It goes with so much, and you can't go wrong with this pink shade. It's just a universal pink shade. Last but not least, lip gloss. It's a must-have for me. You don't have to have it, but I do recommend it. The NYX Butter Glosses, they're about $5. They have quite a few colors to choose from. They're not super sticky, and they smell so good. And they have the cutest dessert names ever. Now this Revlon Pink Whisper has probably been one of my all-time favorite lip glosses by the drugstore. And I have that on over my Make Me Pink lipstick. Just gorgeous. It goes with pretty much every pink, every nude color. Okay, so I know that was a lot to take in, but I thought I would share everything with you guys. So I hope you found this helpful, and I really think that if you are a beginner, this is a really good starter kit for you. And let me know if any of these worked out. Okay, so don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye.